On the coldest New Year's Eve, in a forgotten stone castle buried under snow, a girl named Cinderella
Mama, if you can see me, please don't let this be all I am.
scrubbed floors while others planned their feasts.
On your knees, girl. Your place is the floor, not the stars. Useless drudge. Need cream, fruits, spices be ready. Or you starve in the cellar till dawn.
If I can't leave this kitchen, maybe I can still send hope out of it.
Cinderella bowed her head and obeyed, but inside, something small and stubborn refused to die. Her hands were raw, her dress was thin, and the only warmth in the kitchen came from a tired little fire.
Is that my prayer burning or my fear? Little one, even in a kitchen, your soul is still a cathedral.
As the storm screamed outside,
If I can't leave this house, maybe my love can.
Stay calm, child. This very toil will birth your miracle tonight.
and the church bells in the distance rang for others, she whispered a simple wish, if only just once.
Hold the dawn in your heart, even when the night screams around you.
I could bake something with love, not fear. Then, in the oldest corner of the kitchen, the hearth light began to change.
I will not have witch fire in my house.
The stepmother half saw the glow and exploded in terror, swinging her broom at shadows as pots, cloth, and anger flew through the air.
Do not fear what they strike down. I've already placed the seed inside you. If they crush the light out there, I'll guard the spark in here. Cinderella girl, my stockings, my dress, my feast, move! Clean this mess immediately. How could you be so careless? I demand perfection. Useless, always useless. Get to work now. Let them heap work and words on me. Will answer with something they can't imagine.
Later, Cinderella dared to ask for one moment to pray for her own mother's soul.
Some doors of light look so close, yet so forbidden.
Just one prayer, Mama. Just one candle for you. Please, one moment at Mass to pray for Mother's soul.
The answer was a slammed door and a sharper cruelty.
Church is for ladies like us, not filthy scum like you. Bake or taste the whip.
The door shut out the light, the bells, the world, but not the tiny ember the godmother had left burning inside her.
If they lock me out of God's house, then I will make this kitchen his altar.
Alone in the dim kitchen, Cinderella turned toward a single floating spark by the hearth and understood, if no one would pray with her, then she would bake her prayer into the cake itself. When the house finally sank into drunken sleep, Cinderella untied the old cloth pouch pressed to her heart. From it fell grains of flour that shone like starlight.
Mama's last handful of heaven. Don't let me waste it.
Each one carried the words, "For the pure of heart." She poured in honey for the sweetness she had lost,
If pain must stay,
berries for the bruises she never showed,
Let it at least become sweetness for someone else.
spices for every sharp word she had swallowed. One tear slipped from her cheek into the bowl, and as it fell, the mixture glowed and hummed a lullaby only her childhood remembered. The dough rose like a living promise, and outside the storm began to soften. Snowflakes near a window turned into delicate white gold petals before they touched the earth. For the first time, hope did not feel like a dream. It smelled like warm cake. It sounded like her mother's song. It glowed in her hands.
maybe I can't change my life tonight, but I can sweeten someone else's.
At dawn, while the stepmother and stepsister snored under blankets and empty bottles, Cinderella wrapped the shining New Year cake in cloth and held it close like a small sun.
They feasted on my back, but this feast is not for them.
She stepped out into the bitter blue morning, leaving footprints that briefly glittered with golden sparks.
I may not wear a ball gown, but I can still arrive as someone's miracle.
But to share her miracle with those colder than she was.
Every step away from cruelty leaves a light behind.
In the gray square, orphans, beggars, and widows shivered under thin blankets.
If anyone deserves a New Year miracle, it's the ones the world forgot.
Their breaths ghosts in the frozen air. Cinderella placed her basket on an old crate
Here, pain will not end in my body.
and lifted the cloth. Warm golden light spilled out,
It will end in their mouths as sweetness.
soft but unmistakable, washing tired faces in a gentle glow. The cake inside was simple.
See how hunger reaches faster than pride, and how love can reach faster still. For every slice they denied me, I'll give away 10 tonight.
She cut the first piece for a small child wrapped in a faded red scarf, and as the child tasted it, the world shifted to a vision of arms, warmth, and home.
You are wanted, you are warm, you are home.
One by one, the forgotten and the grieving tasted, and laughter rose where only shivers had been.
I had forgotten what it felt like to be held.
Shoulders loosened, back straightened, and for a moment, nobody felt alone.
Maybe the kingdom doesn't need a grand ball. Maybe it needs a warm morning.
At the edge of the square, a cloaked traveler watched quietly, fingers resting on a glass slipper hidden in his pocket.
If the one who went is feeding others, not pushing through them.
Its glow answering the light of the cake. When Cinderella offered him the last slice, he stepped forward, hood still shadowing his face, and said,
She walks like she owns nothing, and yet carries everything they need.
You baked miracles from pain.
You bake miracles from pain.
The slip slid onto her foot, fitting as if it had waited not just for her size, but for her courage. Yet even then, she did not bow to the prince. Instead, she knelt beside a crying child and shanted her final crowns with shaking hands. The prince knelt too, lowering his proud height until he was level with the smallest in the square. Then rule this kingdom of compassion with me, he pledged, not over them, but with them.
A true queen kneels lower than my crown ever has.
Years slipped by like gentle snow,
True magic lives in giving.
and the palace became a home where rich and poor sat side by side, breaking bread and glowing cake each New Year's dawn. Children laughed in halls once closed to them,
Then rule this kingdom of compassion with me, not over them, but with them all.
widows found warmth at tables of light, and doors opened wide for every shivering traveler.
A crown on my head means nothing if my hands forget how to serve.
I used to think miracles were for princes. Then she put one in my hands.
High above it all, a soft golden figure watched from the clouds, stars woven into her robe, smiling over a world changed by one girl who baked her fortune into everyone she fed. And so, each New Year, as cakes rise in quiet kitchens and secrets are stirred into batter, the same question drifts through the winter air. What are you baking into this new year?